Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Florist Shop of Horrors with Amaryllis Foxglove, our brand new vampiress who we are going to be testing out the Sims 4 Vampire Pack with. And I'm really excited to introduce her to you guys, especially on an amazing day like Valentine's, because Amaryllis here is not only a lover of all things that go bump in the night and also a passionate flower gardener, but she is also quite the romantic at heart. So she has her eyes set on winning many hearts from unsuspecting Sims now that she is here in the big city. So I'm really excited to introduce Amaryllis to you guys. I have been wanting to be working on a Sims 4 vampire series for quite a while, and it has just been one thing after another to try get there, but I figured what better day to introduce a romantic vampire than Valentines. So welcome to your slightly darker twist on Valentine's Day. But don't worry, Amaryllis is not really aggressive at heart. She's actually just, your usual romantic, and she thinks that humans are so fascinating and so interesting, and she just cannot wait to try to charm kisses off of quite a few of them. But she's also a wonderful gardener, and we are here at the Little Florist Shop of Horrors, which is her flower shop. So this is her florist shop right here, and she has just purchased it with the money that her wonderful grandmother Cynthia, who is a good master vampire in her own right, has given her, and has also given her granddaughter permission to move into the city away from Forgotten Hollows and to try to make it in the big world as a vampire in the modern age. And so she's got this adorable little florist shop. It comes with everything that a wonderful vampire flower lover could ever need, aka lots of dead trees, tons and tons of dead roses, overgrown grass all over the place, and a gorgeous gigantic dead tree that happens to be smack dab in the middle of an ancient graveyard. And Amaryllis wonders how she was able to afford the rent on this place so cheaply. But we're actually at the retail shop that Amaryllis is going to be running, and Amaryllis's main goal in the arc of her story, as I have so gently laid it out, of course she is going to be filling out the story details as always in our Let's Plays. I like to kind of sit back and let the Sims tell their own stories, but the main goal that she is going to have to work on is to try to make a thriving little flower shop, and we're primarily going to focus on some of the darker flowers. We're going to focus on really simple colors. You can see a lot of white flowers, and we're definitely going to have white flowers or really dark red flowers, but things like orange, yellow, those aren't really Amaryllis' style. So we're going to try to grow all sorts of plants. We're going to try to make this a good thriving business so that she can send some money back home to her grandmother Cynthia, who's back at the vampire farm, which you guys will see later. And we're going to just see if Amaryllis is going to be able to fall in love. She does have the serial romantic trait. And in all the years of owning Sims 4, I have never tried out the serial romantic trait. So we want to get her a boyfriend or girlfriend. We want to send her out on 2 dates. We really want to see if she can combine her passion for romance with her new vampire powers, which I really haven't experimented much with yet. I've hardly touched them because I want to be surprised. I want to share the excitement of discovering all of these new things with you guys. And so we have our vampire power points. Oh, look at the little bats. That's so cool. Oh, I love those. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. I have not looked at vampires at all, so all of this is going to be new to me. I hope you guys will enjoy it. And I did want to say a big thanks to EA because they did send me the game for free. They tossed it my way and said, do whatever you wish with it. So I was under no obligation to create anything other than just maybe poking it and going, hey, is this pretty cool? And I personally think it's pretty cool, but I definitely wanted to say that too. They sent it to me ages ago, and I just haven't been able to get to it, as you guys know, from the real life things that have gone down over the last month. So that's why I'm really excited to start now. And like I said, what better way than making this a slightly darker Valentine's Day? So Amaryllis has some vampire powers, and we haven't really touched them just yet. Oh, and by the way, Amaryllis is the name of a lovely flower that also is a bit toxic. Same with her last name, Foxglove. So she's got some pretty interesting names. She's got a vampire farm that we're actually going to go and visit her grandmother Cynthia at. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll poke at her vampire powers in just a second. This is actually a retail shop, so we're kind of combining a whole bunch of elements I've not worked with before into one, and I'm really excited about that because we are going to try to run a successful retail store, which I've never really jumped in with both feet to do. We are going to try living at home at a retail store. Amaryllis's shop is actually also her home. So if we go inside, I'll give you guys just a really quick tour, though I'll show you the outside first. Super awesome. This is actually a modified version of the Littlest Littlest Florist shop from the gallery. So I did not make the initial design, like the cool roofing and everything that you see here. I did not make that, but I turned it into this very Gothic sort of look, much darker exteriors. I stretched the place out. I put it on a bigger lot. I put down this awesome fencing, all of the grass and overgrown things that you can see all over the place. That was me. But the Littlest Florist shop is what you can find this place on under the gallery, and I highly recommend it. I totally ripped it apart in order to make like this darker look to it, and I really love it. But I really love that she has this dark little, like, look at this, look at this. We've got like the whole graveyard, which is why this place was so cheap, and we've got this really amazing Gothic look right next to a really bright, cheerful garden, and right next to all of your modern appearances, all of your modern things. I just downloaded this garden over here for future dates as well. This is the I think it's Roses Are Red garden from Drew True Builder. I saw it on Twitter this morning and I was like, yes, that's what we need. Doesn't this look perfect for being able to send Amaryllis in to try to have her woo some potential dates? Maybe get a little bit of food to be able to drink from, aka, you know, bite somebody on the neck and get a drink. We've even got little hipster cafes and other little like restaurants and residential retail areas that she can go, not only to, you know, she's a vampire and human food would make her sick, but really where there's human food, there's probably humans. So I'm really excited to have her right in the middle of the city like this in Newcrest, and it's just really funny to see all the dead trees just suddenly show up. It sort of reminds me very Addams Family's-esque, so I'm pretty excited about that too. But Amaryllis has a graveyard in the backyard, and this house, this retail lot, actually has the haunted trait, if I remember correctly. Yep, the house traits are haunted, which I have never tried using before. Locals say this place is haunted. Huh, what do they know? She's also got the romantic aura, because there is a little bit of a darker romantic aura about being near a very Gothic looking florist shop. And she's also got the great soil, because believe it or not, the graveyard, it really makes quite the excellent garden. So she's going to be growing plants in amongst the gravestones back there. She's very happy, feels very at home, thinks this is just a gem of a find in the city, and just can't wait to get this place up and going and ready to share with everybody who's going to come to her little shop. So here is the entrance to her florist shop. You walk up the steps. We're going to have all sorts of wares on display and maybe for sale right over here. You can come into the big double doors and you can see the main body of the shop. We've got some dark curtains on the background down there. We have some plants already put up just to sort of lighten the place up a little bit. She's not really a big fan of the yellow sort of things, but you'll see a few yellow plants sneak in here and there, even though I am madly downloading as many awesome mods as I possibly can for seeing what kind of cool plants we can get. And a couple of the really cool mods that I have is actually Jules the Drifter's Wonder set, which includes this amazing lantern. Look at that! Look at that! A lanternfish lantern! I love it! And one of my goals while we are working on The Sims 4 from now on is I'm going to try to do mod spotlights of things that I think are really useful. A lot of custom content spotlights tend to focus on things like really cool hairs or cool outfits, and that's awesome, but I'm much more into like, look at this quirky item! This is so cool! Oh my gosh, look at that! It's so awesome! It has fangs! So I'm going to be showing you guys like Jules Drifter's Wonder set and linking to it. And then of course we have this. This is a really awesome modded plant purchasing, little plant packet purchasing set. So this actually makes it so that any Sims who come to visit our florist shop will be able to buy the seeds right here without having to go anywhere else. They can just buy the seeds for plants right at this little spot. It's a seed selling station, and I love that. And you can actually purchase the garlic seeds that are new with the Sims 4 vampire pack. There's new plants. There is the plasma. There is a new like Venus flytrap looking thing that we need to find, and there's also the garlic seeds. So we'll be planting all of those, though of course Amaryllis will have to earn the special ability to be able to handle garlic if she is going to grow garlic in her very Gothic garden. And then we can purchase the seeds for the vegetables, herbs, fruits, flowers, all from here, and we'll start building up and trying to complete her gardening collectible thing, because we also have somewhere down here, why can I never remember, there it is, the household collections. We will try completing the gardening collection too, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Ooh, and look at all of these new things. So we might have to send her on like a camping trip in the future so that she can get get some of the some of the items that you can only get on outdoor retreat. So that'll be fun too. So I'm really looking forward to working with showing you guys some of the really awesome modded items that I'm going to be finding and using in our series. And for those of you who are wondering, well, Seri, Amaryllis seems awesome and I can't wait to see what you do with her and all of the romantic things that may happen while she grows dark black roses in her beautiful graveyard garden. But what happened to the green family? Don't panic, you guys. I just had way too many mods and I recently yanked pretty much all of them out, and I'm putting them back into my game very slowly but surely. And as soon as I kind of stabilize that, then we will return to the long-running green family legacy, our other Sims 4 legacy. But mostly I'm just really excited to show you guys Amaryllis right now, so we're going to be focusing on her for a while. So just really quick before we get her started, she hasn't even broken ground and started gardening in her yard yet. I will show you the rest of the house. We've got this awesome back house, or awesome back room right back here. There's not really anything in it just yet. Who knows, maybe we'll make it a place where she can have visitors come in. Maybe we will end up making it a place where she will just have more plants that we can sell from the shop, more things we've harvested from the shop that she can put back here. We have a little back deck patio, which is quite cute. Moving on upstairs, we've got her rooms. These are going to be her private rooms. We'll have to make sure that I build like a little closet hallway thing and make it so that none of the Sims can come upstairs if they're not invited. And we've got a little area that could be used as a kitchen, except that, you know, Amaryllis doesn't exactly need to have any human food. She really needs to be able to get those plasma packs, and she needs to be able to have some sort of wonderful boyfriend or girlfriend that she could drink from because she's quite thirsty and needs to be able to get her own food. And then over here we've got the really awesome little bathroom, nice and dark. I basically went through, and if there was an option for black and white, then I went for it. So she's got a good little bathroom back here. And then finally, this is going to be her bedroom. So we've got a nice little bedroom set up, a picture of her mother, who was a serial romantic as well and is off traveling the world, hasn't been heard from for decades, is on the wall right over here. And then we've got her very nice coffin. It's not the nicest of nice coffins that she could possibly have to sleep in, but it's a pretty decent coffin. And so this is what she is going to be staying in until she can afford something nicer. And then we've got her little study area, complete with a couple spiders. We've got some really awesome modded items that I cannot wait to show you guys where I snagged them from, including a nice, beautiful dark rose. We'll definitely have to be selling lots of those downstairs. We've also got a black widow in a jar, which may be among some of the things that we sell. Nice dark bookshelf that she can come on over and she can read something at. I currently only have any books related to mystery and romance put into her bookshelf, because other than the vampire chronicles that she's going to need to study to be a healthy young vampiress, those are the only books she's really interested in. So I thought that was really cute. We've got the little spider deco pieces that come in the vampire pack. I'm so excited because if you wait, you can actually see spiders crawling around inside of these webs, which I love. And then we've got her little study area. So she does need a computer, partially so she can do research on her own vampire condition. That's how you gain access to some of the vampire skill points, and also so that she can do her business at the computer and maybe even find some sort of wonderful lover out there in the world. Maybe participate in, she could even do pen pal program. That sounds like it would be pretty cool. And then little deco pieces. We've got a nice skull. We have another one of the Drifter's Wonders little lanternfish, and some bits and bobs of mysterious vampire vials. Who knows what kind of awesome makeup that a vampire has to use, especially because you can't see anything in the mirror. And speaking of which, we do have the vanity set and a closet over here as well, because it strikes me that she's kind of one of those vampires who really likes to be very certain of her appearance. Not like in a vain way, but just because that's something that brings her a lot of satisfaction, especially when it brings all of those interesting humans a little bit closer to her. So this is Amaryllis, and I hope you guys are excited to see her story. Other than the basic idea of trying to make this a very successful florist shop and trying to find a way to fulfill her serial romantic trait, her aspiration, then we're just going to sit back, enjoy the vampire perks, and see what happens. And with the vampire perks, I haven't really poked these at all. She already has 4 power points. As you do different vampire-related things, you gain more experience so that you can become a grandmaster vampire with time. Right now, she is just a fledgling vampire, and she's working her way up to a minor vampire. She's going to have to put a little bit of work into actually learning some about her vampire skills, but we have some power points that we can start using. Rank up to earn more power points. points. As you rank up and learn more powers, you will also have to take more weaknesses on, so be careful. So the more we rank up down in our power abilities, the special things that vampires can do that no other sim can, then we will eventually have to start taking some of these weaknesses. So it's going to be really fun to see which ones we end up picking for her. I know garlic resistance, garlic immunity, gain immunity to the negative effects of garlic objects. Garlic is a vile and wretched weed that has unfortunately has a negative impact on the vampiric kind. Well, no longer, assuming Amaryllis adapts with the garlic immunity. So we'll probably get that so that she can grow garlic in her garden, which would be very interesting. And then there's also like the ability to command, vampire strength. We can have the charm, which I think would be really fun. It makes nearby sims find Amaryllis attractive, and that is definitely something she would be doing. Oh, and by the way, you guys, because it is a Valentine's, it is currently a relationship booster week. So she's going to be able to have relationships and romantic interactions will be 3 times as effective as normal because it is one of those special event weeks in Sims 4. And then the other things that she could do right now, occult student, which would cause her to use less vampire energy, and that would allow her to focus on conserving her energy a lot more. Eternally welcome, gain the power to lock and unlock doors at other Sims homes, which would be very interesting because normally vampires have to have a welcome to come into a home. Cast hallucination, make a Sim talk to themselves. Everyone needs a friend, yes? What if the friend is one of Amaryllis's devising, and what if it doesn't really exist? No one will be able to tell. Now that's interesting. I didn't know you can make a Sim hallucinate, so we'll have to think about that. There's also bat form. I really want to have bat form, gain the ability to fly anywhere as a bat. That's just so cute. That's just adorable. And then there's also detect personality, which would be very helpful for Amaryllis, not only as a romantic at heart, but also as a salesperson. So that would be pretty awesome, especially because I like the charm, being able to make everybody find her very appealing. So I'm not sure which one I want to go with first, but I think I'm going to take bat form because I think that sounds really awesome. And then we will take detect personality so we can work our way up to vampiric charm. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and see if she can do bat form really soon. Oh my gosh, she can do bat form already. Let's see what it looks like. You guys, she's a bat. She's a bat. She's an adorable little bat. That is the best. Oh my gosh, I am so in love. I have not done bat form with the sim yet, and this is so cute. Okay, we're gonna have a really good time. All right, enough of my rambling. Sorry, the first episodes are always ones where you just have to explain so much of what you're doing with the sim, but we're gonna take good care of Amaryllis now. It is 3 a.m. in the morning, so unfortunately the sun is going to be up pretty soon. This is her first night here at her new home, so I think the first thing she's going to do is get her gardens started because she definitely wants to begin working on her garden. So let me go ahead and turn her autonomy back on because she has been so good to us and waited so patiently. There we go. And then let's come on over. She's very happy to be outside, but otherwise she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable because she's getting really thirsty and she really needs to find somewhere that she can get a little bit of satisfaction to fulfill that thirst. So we may have to send her out searching for somebody soon. But first, in fact, I wonder if we should send her out now. Is there anybody nearby that we could possibly woo, possibly convince, should show up and allow her to drink from them? It is romantic, you know what, and it is Valentines. So you know what, even though she's super excited to get started on her gardening, let's go ahead and I think we're going to have Amaryllis swing by the Roses Are Red gardens and we're going to see if she can maybe stumble on some romance here or at least somebody to feed off of for the night. Oh, absolutely lovely. Look at this place, you guys. It is gorgeous. We have got fountains. We have got beautiful roses everywhere. I think Amaryllis is really going to love this place. Oh, it's so lovely. It's just a fantastic little place that she can come. And start playing chess. Oh, there's somebody over here. Oh, yes. Okay, so it looks like there's already one person that maybe we could try to woo or at least get a drink from because she's getting really thirsty. And so this would be her first interaction, possibly, with a brand new human. Let's come and do a friendly introduction and just see what happens. This is so beautiful. Look at this place. If you guys are doing some, oh, and there's a wishing well. Maybe we could wish for romance. Oh my gosh, it's Valentine's. So wishing for romance seems like it would be a good thing to do. We'll introduce ourselves to Janelle first. She's part of the Page Turners Club. Interesting, interesting. Oh, there's even a little spot to come and have a wedding. Oh my gosh, this is really nice. This is really nice. We'll have to see what kind of Sims show up here too. So far it's just Janelle. So we'll have to see. And she's acquired the logic skill from getting near a chess table. I didn't think, oh, and Janelle is sad? Let's see if we can change her day. And is she sad because she's alone on Valentine's? Well, lucky for her. We happen to be a stunning vampiress. Let's see. Let's try brighten day. And then how about try to cheer up? Just straight off the bat. Very first thing that we do, especially because we're getting pretty hungry. So I imagine Amaryllis probably doesn't start thinking straight when she's super hungry. We don't have a long time to be able to spend chatting, unfortunately. Can we cheer her up? Oh, that's so sweet. We just show up out of the blue. Oh, that's so fun. And then let's see, make a vampire pun, heartfelt compliment, maybe get to know a little bit. And then, oh, there's a new human! There's another new human! He's in the club too! He's really wearing some odd shoes. He looks sad too. Do we just have a bunch of sad people who weren't able to find dates on Valentine's suddenly showing up? He's uncomfortable. Oh, we learned that Janelle is cheerful. That's so cute. All right, let's see. Maybe ask about career. Oh, we're gonna have to run. It's already light. This is gonna make things a little bit interesting. Okay. Let's complain about the sunlight so we can be kind of like Cinderella and be like, we have to leave so suddenly. So Janelle is a mail carrier. She is a male person. And then let's tell an outrageous story to her really quickly. You, sir, can just like leave, please. Can we have him just like get out of here? I forget how you can convince a sim who just like butts into a conversation to leave. But we're going to have to leave very soon because we do not have, let's see. Let's a request for ask permission to drink. Asking a Sim's permission to drink will grant some thirst and other Sims won't react negatively to it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go ask Janelle for permission to drink because we've got to get out of the sun and we're really hungry. And I think that's going to get us need to feed. Okay, Janelle, we showed up on Valentine's out of the blue like this. Sure, I'll offer you my wrist. Yes, thank you. Oh, this is so cool, so weird and yet so cool. But Janelle, I don't even know what she's thinking. Here we are on vampire showing up right at the crack of dawn on Valentine's Day. Maybe it's the beginning of an awesome romance. We're gonna have to see. We'll have to see how many Sims, because again, serial romantic means lots and lots of romance. So we'll have to see how many Sims we run into. But we finally have some food. This is so weird and cool. Thank you. Okay, I feel like we should brighten day or do something. I feel like that was really maybe like do a flirty question. Let's offer a rose. That's so perfect. That is so perfect to do as like a florist who's also a Gothic vampire. So we'll offer her a rose. There you go, Janelle. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we just plucked it like straight off of that bush. So like that bush right there. So don't ask too many questions. But it was very nice to meet you. All right, and go away, dude. I'm not interested in like biting your wrist. Seriously. All right, so that was actually really cool. So we got our thirst taken care of. We got to introduce ourselves to Janelle. I wish we could wish for romance at the wishing well. It doesn't seem like there's too many other Sims out there. This is a brand new world, so I may need to get some townies to start showing up. But that was really fun, and we have got to get home because I'm pretty sure she's going to catch fire and you can actually die if you don't go ahead and get your Sims back home in time. So let me get her back over, travel here, and we're just going to travel by ourselves. I'm going to get her back over to the florist shop, and we're going to see what we can do inside the shop before she has to go and sleep in her coffin for the rest of the day. All right, and we're back, and we have got to get Amaryllis, I think, out of the sun. I think that she would really get in trouble if she stays outside too much longer. So I'm actually going to send her inside. We are going to get a couple starter flower packs, maybe 4, I think. Yeah, we'll get 4 starter flower packs. Actually, I don't know how many are in each, so let's start with just 2 starter flower packs so she can start growing them. And then let's get her indoors so that she doesn't catch on fire. In fact, I can have her fly inside of her house as a bat. I love that so much, that she can fly as a bat. Oh, that's so cool. Look at you go. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And she moves so quickly. And we just saw Janelle. So that's really, oh, and they have a little bit of a romance going on. And then a teen. Miles is a teen. Club cosplay. No wonder he was showing up out of the blue. And then Janelle is a young adult. So it'll be really fun to learn a whole bunch about everybody. And then there's Cynthia, who's actually her grandmother. And since we ran so low on the plasma that the Sims, or that my little vampiress needed to drink on her first day, we may have to consider contacting our grandmother at the farm tomorrow and seeing if we can snag some of the wonderful plasma fruit that grandmother vampiress Cynthia grows there. And we have a new moodlet, sanguinary satisfaction. Yeah, that plasma really hit the spot. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really fun. I'm really excited about this. And then what's this? Okay, our starter flower packs. Let's go ahead and open up these starter packs. And now we have a whole bunch of chrysanthemum and we have some daisies. So we can get those planted out in the garden. It's probably too late now because the sun is up. But at least we've managed to get a little bit of a start to the romance, and I really think that's fun that we managed to meet. And I wonder if I can come up here and maybe have her freshen up, just because it's been a night out. I'm sure she needs to freshen up after biting somebody's wrist like that. But I'm really excited to see how our serial romantic vampire works, especially since she's going to be working very hard on her florist shop and growing roses and selling plants on top of everything else too. Also, check that out. No reflection at all. That is ridiculously adorable. And this is also the first time I've used the vanity. Yeah, I think we're going to have a really fun time. All right, you guys, we're going to have to keep Amaryllis alive. We're going to have to keep all of her plants alive as well and get them showing up. There goes Janelle. She's just walking by. I'm going to need to make sure we have lots and lots of townie families running around so that they can hopefully be the shoppers and the potential lovers slash victims of our wonderful vampires right here. And we're also going to have to do a little bit more exploring around the area that we have found ourselves in, because it looks like there's some fossils, there's a wild strawberry bush, there's snapdragon flowers just growing. Oh, those would be perfect to grow and sell. And apparently Amaryllis is now playing some sort of game, and a wild onion plant. So we have like wild plants we can harvest. We've got gardens to visit. I have a feeling she'll spend the day working inside of her shop and maybe selling some things from her little florist store that she is going to be opening up. And our nights will be spent patrolling all of the beautiful gardens and the other places within the big city that we're now part of, and seeing if we can strike up some romance with all the Sims we find. So I'm very excited to see where our adorable Amaryllis, who's apparently setting fire to Sims, is going to take her story. And she's so cute. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.